What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. We got some new legends on the screen. I don't think they were the same legends as last time around. They may well have been. It would be nice if we could get some of these legends. Deco, Crespo, Campbell would be good. Roy Keane's fantastic. If you guys have missed what Draft to Glory is, basically we started with a brand new account. With 0 coins, 0 FIFA points and a 000 record. We used our free draft token to enter the draft and we're trying to play as many as we can before we run out of coins. Now we're in a position where we've got almost 300,000 coins. This is episode 22. We've invested a lot into this series and the last couple of episodes have been really poor from me. I've played very badly. We got knocked out in the first round 2 episodes ago. We got knocked out in the second round in the last episode, so hopefully today's episode will be good for us. Now if you want to see another Draft to Glory tomorrow, usually I do it every other day. If you want to see another Draft to Glory tomorrow, get this over 12,000 likes pretty much before I go to bed at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning UK time, and I'll upload another Draft to Glory for you guys tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get into the draft. I need a big result here. The 4-4-2, I'm interested in the 4-4-2. It offers a lot for hybrids. I don't like the 3-back formations. 5-back is also not very good. The 4-3-1-2 is not a bad option. Basically going to go between the 4-4-2 or the 4-3-1-2. I'm going to go for the 4-3-1-2 and try and abuse the passing centrally there. It does mean that players like Ronaldo and Messi will be kind of irrelevant. This is the worst captains I've ever seen. We got 2 defenders, 1 central defensive midfielder, a right midfielder that doesn't even fit into the team, and then Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So we're going to have to pick Zlatan. That is an incredibly bad set of captains. I'm actually really disappointed with what we've got there. That is some of the worst captains I've ever had, but we'll go with Di Maria there. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, not Di Maria. And I'm going to have to kind of go down the right-hand side here. Hopefully Matuidi or Legend will pop. Oh my god. We get this Pro from the League One, who will get a link with Zlatan, and it will actually give Zlatan 7 chem no matter what. So if we could get like a Yaya Toure in at the other centre midfield spot, we could have a decent team. Oh, that's very nice actually. We get Henderson, Gundogan, Gerrard, Pjanic. Of course we're going to go with Pastore, and we're kind of being forced at this point to go with a League One team. Not exactly my favourite teams. Wow, that's a nice... See, this would have been a better set of captains than what we actually had. So we've got an Argentinian. There's no Argentinian here. I'm probably going to go with De Bruyne. See if we can get ourselves an Aguero at striker. Maybe change the midfield to a BPL midfield and just play Ibra off chem. And we're going to get us... Oh, that's nice. Higuain doesn't really connect. Jonas doesn't connect. Lewandowski doesn't connect. Martinez doesn't connect. And Benzema doesn't connect. However, we're going to have to pick one of these players. I'm probably going to go with Lewandowski. I'm going to go with 2 clinical finishers up front and see if we can get like a Vidal or something like that in the midfield. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Thiago is just brilliant for us there. So both of our strikers are going to be on 7 chemistry, which is perfect. If we can get the right manager as well, a Swedish manager from the Bundesliga, I don't know how likely that's going to be, but that would be fantastic. So moving on, we get Rodriguez there, could go into left back. We get Wendt, could go into left back. Gulam, not interested. I'm probably going to take Rodriguez there and hope for like a cheeky Naldo or something like that at centre back, and we're going to get ourselves Pepe, Garay, Glick, Barzagli and Miranda. So we need a Spanish, a Swiss, an Argentinian or an Ivory Coast. It looks like Garay is going to have to be the guy just to link with Pastore here. Obviously I can't swap with an empty position. If we could get like a Van der Wiel or an Aurier. Oh damn, we get that Philippe Lahm there. Now that works. That works massively for us actually. That Aurier also works because he gets a strong link with Pastore. This is interesting because we could go with Philippe Lahm and then we could just swap Thiago and Pastore and Zlatan and Lewandowski, and then we'd have Lewandowski, Thiago and Lahm, which would be great links, and then we'd have Ibra, Pastore, and we'd need another left back. And like Kurzawa, for example, comes up a lot. However, Aurier's card looks ridiculous, and he also would get a strong link with that Ivory Coast midfielder as well, wouldn't he? God damn, this is tough. This is probably a lot of you are going to disagree with what I'm going to go with here. I'm going to go with Philippe Lahm at right back. I'm going to swap those 2 around. I'm I'm going to swap these two around. We're up to 63 chemistry, and actually if I put Rodriguez in there, he still gets the same chem. That's not too bad. But yeah, that's, you know, I think that's a little bit better chem than we had. We get Bartra, Sheju, Shawcross, Lu Jiao, and Castan. We have no Brazilians. Sheju doesn't work. Bartra, he gets a Spanish link with Thiago. Shawcross doesn't work. We're going to have to go with Bartra, and this is an utter mismatch of a team. This is one of the worst drafts I've ever drawn. We could go with Enyema or Lux here. Lux gets links with both centre-backs, although I don't anticipate using both centre-backs. Enyema, if we can get a Ligue 1 defender. Kameni gets a link with Bartra. Carrasco, again, if we get a League 1. And Farman for the German. I'm probably going to go with Farman and really hope, like, I'm taking a risk here that picking Farman, I'm hoping we're going to get a centre-back that's going to actually suit our team. Usually I go for the reserves here to try and get special players, but I actually need to flesh out the team a bit better than we've currently got. So I'm going to need to take the defenders and goalkeepers first. We've got ourselves a Liga BBVA, I already have. Oh no, wait, I have a... yeah, that we'll take Rulli. Rulli's like our backup dancer. Do you know what I mean? Like, he gives us an extra 12 chemistry. I don't anticipate using him, but you never really know. So we get Derm on the left back there. We get Cavallo. He does kind of link, but doesn't kind of link at the same time. We were going to go with Derm. Derm doesn't link on that left-hand side. We're going to have to go with Cavallo. And he goes in right there, and he gives the centre-back, the centre-mid 7 chem, which means it's only De Bruyne and the left-back on poor chem, which I can actually deal with to start with. Hopefully we can improve that as the, fuck me, man, as the game goes on. French, we don't need French. I mean, this is just, this is useless. This is actually useless. We'll take Sacco for the banter, pretty much, because he just doesn't fit. Oh my god. I might have to take this guy here and just put him in central midfield. I'm lost. I'm absolutely lost. This team is terrible. Spanish guy here doesn't get any links with anyone. Bundesliga left mid doesn't get any links with anyone. I don't know. We're either going to take the Brazilian or the Bundesliga player, because then we'll put them in at a cam spot instead of De Bruyne, and it'll give one of the strikers 10 chem. So that's what we've done there. This is a bad draft. This is a really bad draft. All right, we've got some decent players here. Does any of them fit the team? Ribery, Iniesta, Modric, Kroos, and Royce. They just don't fit, do they? I mean, the only one you would take would be Iniesta, would link with Thiago and with Bartra on that perfect link hype. I think we're going to go with Iniesta, and I'm sure I've made a mistake there. I'm sure there was something better that I could have done that would have worked, but I went with what my gut was telling me. Now, if we can get a, I don't even know. This is just a terrible draft. This is a terrible. I mean, look at this. I've got a narrow formation. It's given me 3 wingers here. What do I need with 3 wingers? I don't need any wingers. Doumbia we could take. We could actually take Doumbia. I don't know how this would work. Let me just try this. I know I took Doumbia without even really looking at what was going on there. That puts us up to 82 chemistry. That's not bad. That's a little bit better than it was. Minimum chemistry there as well is 4 chem, and the left back is on shit chem as well. He would also only get 4 chem. He would go up to 7 chem. That's great news, and that's pretty much where we're at right now. This is such a bad team. Like, honestly, this is a terrible team. Last but not least, we get another winger there. We get Jeremy Toulalan, who might be helpful. I don't know. I don't think he will be helpful. Toulalan doesn't work. Should have gone with the 4-4-2. I would have had a much better team if I went with the 4-4-2. I'm going to take Toulalan for that League 1 spot. I don't know what I can do to make this team work. I don't even know what I need. I need a cam and a striker that's going to work for me. Alright, we get Tiote, Lucas, Kondreva. Lucas doesn't work because he's a winger. He doesn't fit. Boateng could work because he's from Schalke. And we've got ourselves some Bundesliga players. So I'm going to go with Boateng. Lucas would work if he was just a right forward instead of a right wing. This team is shocking. We get Asu Akoto, who actually fits the team perfectly. We also get Choupo-Moting, who also would give a strong link to Boateng if we put Boateng at cam and Lewandowski up front. Fuck. We could take Asu Akoto, and then we've got the left backs covered. He gives a link to Di Maria that he needs. He gives a link to the... Oh no, he doesn't give a link to the Argentinian centre-back. He would only get 7 chem. I'm going to go with my gut feeling and go with Choupo-Moting. Put him there. I'm going to put Boateng in there. That really didn't work out exactly how I wanted it. Oh, that's because we need to put Lewandowski up there. There we go. 91 chem. We are looking much, much better shape here. We could put Toulalan. Doesn't work. The rest of this doesn't work yet. But we've got a ways to go. So hopefully we can flesh out this team a little bit more. And 3 players. These need to be big players for us. Oh, wow. Naldo could be huge. It'll have that Bundesliga link with the left back. We don't have anyone else to put in there. Although then we'll get a link from Farman as well. Thuram doesn't work. The goalkeeper doesn't work. The midfielder and the attacker doesn't work. It's going to have to be Naldo. I don't think we actually... Oh, wow. We gained 4 chemistry like that because we give... Oh, yeah. The Wolfsburg link to the left back. Brilliant stuff. So it's just the centre midfielder now that we're missing out on. If we can get a better centre mid, that would be great. If we can't get a better centre mid, we're in trouble. We literally need Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso would be legit perfect. That's crazy that I'm wishing for Xavi Alonso, but please EA. Alright, we get Herrera, who's a Spanish, and works better just because of that link with Iniesta, and he'll give Iniesta 10 chem as well. It gives us 2 more chemistry there, although he gets less chem himself personally, but overall it's much better. We actually could do that. If we do that at 96, no, we need Naldo on that side for the Wolfsburg link. So let's move those 2 over there. That takes us to 90. That's 93. I'm trying to figure out a better way to get the Spanish to link up with the Spanish, but then we'd need a right back, and we don't have a right back. If only I'd taken a better right back. Any better players? I don't even know who we're going to get here for the last player. It's a Spanish right back. My God. My God. Do you know how important that is? That is massive. Pedro doesn't work, Lucas doesn't work, Di Maria doesn't work, Mendy would potentially work, but DeMarcos is the right back that we needed, not the right back that we wanted. And it's actually pretty decent pool there as well. And I'm going to go with Farman in net also. I think Bartra will still get the chemistry, he will. So we've managed to forge an okay team out of this. This is one of the worst drafts I've ever made, like ever, in my life. We managed to get almost perfect links everywhere. Or not perfect links, but you know, almost everyone's 10 chem. The only lack of chem there is with Herrera on 6 chem, although his card's really nice anyway, so 6 chem is okay. Then the goalkeeper and the centre-back on 7 chem, and the cam on 9 chem. So if we can get a Spanish Bundesliga manager, we've got a Spanish, 2 Spanish. One of them is Bundesliga, sorry, one of them is Liga Adelante, one of them is Barclays Premier League. So we're going to go with the Spanish manager just to give that extra chem there to the team. We are at 100 chem. It's a 183 so far. By the time I switch the team around, I'm sure it's going to go up to a 185 because we've got a few big players on the bench. But in general, we don't have much here in this team. Like this is not a spectacular team. I don't really have many super subs. I don't really have many crazy good players. You know, I've got De Bruyne and Ibrahimovic on the bench. We've got Philippe Lahm there. We've got Doumbia, who could be quite important for us on the bench. We've got Pastore. Now, I know you guys are probably looking at this thinking, if you just did this, this, and this, you would have a much, much better team. We actually got a 185 out of that as well. You guys are probably sitting there thinking, just swap these 2 players around and you get better chemistry. I probably could get a little bit better chemistry, well, better individual player chemistry. I don't want it. I'm very happy with the team that we've got here. Iniesta, Herrera and Thiago, 3 Spanish midfielders. They all have 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot and 3-star. We got Boateng up front, or Cam rather, with the 4-star, 4-star. We got Choupo-Moting, 4-star, 4-star. Lewandowski with the 4-star, 3-star. I'm happy with this team. We've got Big Naldo for the free kicks and that 4-star weak foot. Bartra's got a really good card as well. DeMarcos and Rodriguez are good. And then super subs of De Bruyne, Zlatan and Doumbia. I like this team. It's not the most creative team. It's not the best team you're ever going to see. In fact, it's a piece of shit team. But I'm hoping it's going to be very fortunate for us. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay guys, so into the gameplay we go, and the first team we come up against is a 4-3-3 team. He's got a very nice team. This episode is pretty interesting, as you can see by the length of the episode. Usually, like I see in the comment section, people say, oh, I could tell by the length how far he's gone in the tournament. I'm trying to like vary the length of intros and outros to kind of not give it away just by the length of the intro. But you'll see here I get scored on via a counter-attack, and since the new update, I have a few huge problems in FIFA that's making a few things happen. Number one is making it frustrating for me to play this game. Number two is making me nowhere near as good at this game as I was pre-patch. And number three is meaning that I'm not winning as many drafts as I would have done had the patch not happened, which is obviously kind of instrumental to the series. What I'm feeling happening right now is even the games that I'm winning, I don't feel like I necessarily deserve to win the game. Now, usually, it's the other way around for me. Usually, I lose a game feeling like I deserve to win it, and I win a game feeling like I deserve to win it. But now, like, I'm winning games and I'm thinking, thank fuck for that. Like, how did I escape through that? Because I'm just playing really bad FIFA. I'm not clinical enough in front of goal. The attacking styles that I used to use to play this game aren't really relevant anymore. And just like early FIFA 16, before the first major title update, I am getting hit on the counter over and over again, and I don't know how to change it. I've tried different formations, I've tried different teams, I've tried 3-back formations, I've tried the most popular ones within the kind of professional scene, the 4-2-3-1 narrow, the 4-2-3-1 wide. I've tried it all, and I just can't get a grip of this game. I'm struggling so hard. But anyway, into the first game, we go 3-2 down after 50 minutes. My opponent was really, really good. Like, really good. I did score a cracking goal here, Lewandowski. A nice little drag back there. Did the nose-touch dribble inside. I even showed a replay of this one because the nose-touch dribble was massive for me. It actually changed the face of the game for me here. Getting this third goal on the 60th minute was just huge. As you'll see here, we get into the space. No-touch dribbles inside the 2 defenders. Finesses that to the far post. And bang, we go 3-3. And then in the 86th minute, after Farman had made save after save after save, just hanging on in this game. I was genuinely hanging on. I managed to get really lucky with a little bump there from Ibra to David Luiz, did the stop and turn, ball roll past the last defender, cut it back to De Bruyne, and 4-3 we went through. And I don't know if I show the match stats properly here, but you'll get to see them at least. And I just didn't deserve to go through. I didn't deserve to win this game. I didn't deserve to be in this game. 3-3, this guy had like 2 or 3 utterly amazing opportunities that he ended up missing, and it's one of those ones where it's like, damn man, I feel like, look at that, I had 6 shots, 5 on target, 4 goals. He had 14 shots, 10 on target, and they were all from inside the box, or just on the edge of the box. And one of those games where if it was me that lost that, I'd feel aggrieved. I did have a bit more possession, but that, it was only 55 to 45. It's not like it was a huge possession gap. Into the second game we go, and once again, I was actually being dominated by this guy. He had a 3-4-3. He was just, again, I concede here on the counter-attack. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm playing so bad. I'm really struggling. If any of you guys have got any, super tips that it's like, you must try this, let me know in the comment section below, guys, because right now, I need it. I need these super tips, and I concede again on the counter-attack. Fortunately for me, he put a rash challenge in with Yaya Toure, got Toure sent off, and didn't make any changes, so he was effectively playing a 3-3-3 formation, which left it massively open through his midfield, because his midfield was already so narrow, his defence was narrow, and his attack was narrow. I basically had free run up and down the wings, which was really helpful. Scored a nice goal there with Herrera to make it 1-1, and if he didn't get the red card, I probably wouldn't have won this game. Like, it literally changed everything. I got really lucky to get the goal there as well. And after the first goal, he fell apart. You see him there passing the ball to Choupo-Moting. Choupo-Moting's not going to miss that past the keeper. I go 2-1 up. He kind of lost his cool at this point. He was sliding around and just trying everything wrong there. I didn't even show the third goal. I don't know why I cut the third goal out. I must have done it by mistake. But I did go 3-1 up with another pass from the goalkeeper to the attacker that I tapped in, and then the fourth goal, another pass from the goalkeeper that I tapped in. So all 3 goals were tap-ins from the goalkeeper. I ended up dominating that match, but only because of the 10 men. Into the semi-final we go, guys. We come up against a 4-3-3 team. He's got what I would consider the best attack in the game, Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar. You might want to, you know, in the draft it's a bit difficult because you want to get that left wing to left forward card for Ronaldo so he gets on 7 chem. But even on 4 or 5 chem as he is there, he's not too bad. And once again, this guy, I just struggled. I struggled again. He gets the ball here with Varane, a nice fake shot inside, hits it on his right foot, off the post, in the back of the net. 1-0 after 30 minutes. It'd been pretty even up until this point, but look here again. I lose the ball in his attacking, in like his defensive third, my attacking third. He puts 2 passes in, and that's it. He's thrown goal. Just 2 passes from when I lost the ball to when I conceded the goal. He only played 2 singular passes, and then again in the second half, I lose the ball. He passes it to Rico. Rico passes it out wide to Neymar. Neymar crosses it into Ronaldo, and Ronaldo scores. And this time it took 3 passes to undo my defence. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying like defensive. I'm trying attacking. I'm trying balance. I'm trying team pressing. I'm trying high pressure. I genuinely am trying a lot of different things. And maybe that's actually my problem. Maybe I'm trying too much. Maybe I need to just put it back to basics. Go back to like the 4-1-2-1-2 and just play a normal team against normal players and see where I go from there. But right now, I'm struggling hard. I get beat 3-1 in the semi-final. It's an improvement on the last episode. But once again, I didn't deserve anything out of this game anyway. This guy was so much better than me. And I've been saying that now for the last 3 episodes, that this guy was better than me. And unfortunately, it's true. But that was the final score. So we got into the semi-final. Let's take a look at what packs we can get. Okay guys, so there we have it. We have advanced to another round compared to 2 episodes ago. We got knocked out in the first round through 2 episodes ago. We got knocked out in the second round in the last episode. We get knocked out in the semi-finals in this episode. I thought this would be an okay team to play with. How wrong I was. You know, I don't want to ever assume that pace is the only thing in FIFA because it's not. But this team was lacking massively in pace. You see the bench, only Doumbia has above 80 pace. On the actual field, you've got Lewandowski with 82, Choupo-Moting 78, Boateng 76, Thiago 72, Iniesta 76, and Herrera 76. And it just left me high and dry, man. It just, like, the way I had to play with this team was so intricate with passing, moving the whole team up the field, which once again left me exposed in defence, and I got hit on the counter. And you'll see the goals that I conceded, well, you would have seen them already. You know, just getting hit on the counter over and over again, and that's FIFA for you, isn't it? That's the team that I drafted. I've only got myself to blame. I don't blame my, you know, I don't blame my opponents for doing what they did. I would have done the same sort of thing, no problem at all. We end up coming out with a premium gold pack and a jumbo premium gold pack, so not too bad. I would expect to get 15,000 coins back with this, as long as there's at least decent consumables, you know. So we'll start with the premium gold pack. You know, we're gonna get at least 3,000 or 4,000 coins out of this. We probably got about 1,000 coins back from match coins. We get ourselves Gabriel the CDM, 76 rated. My God, we get 2 Gabriels in the same pack. That's ridiculous. Contracts will sell. The injury card might sell. The left wing to left mid will most probably sell. And the rest of this is gonna... Oh, Young Boys badge might sell. Might be worth 300 or 400 coins. No, it doesn't. Okay. So the rest of these guys are going to get discarded. And once again, it's going to be another episode where we just don't make any progress unless we get something amazing in this pack. And what do we get? Oh, I was hoping for like a Valdez there. We get Asenjo. Asenjo might sell. Ocampos won't. Sen won't. Mpoku won't. Breno won't. The manager might sell. The contracts will sell. Fitness card, healing, injury, gladiator, that will all sell. I think that's my trade part 4 as well. It is indeed. The Ipswich kit, the Clermont badge, they won't sell. So we'll discard those. We get 3k back. We're going to get 500 coins off of that. Puts us up to 289. So with the sales, we're going to go up to about 295. Maybe 292. So we're about going to break even off of that Draft to Glory episode there. Once again, I'm really disappointed in myself the last few episodes because it's me drafting bad and playing bad. Since the new patch has been released, I'm not as good at this game. I've got to try and figure out exactly what is good and what isn't good. So it's quite frustrating that I just can't get to grips of what the kind of primary play style is for FIFA 16 after the patch. So once I can figure out the primary play style, whether it's counter-attack, whether it's chip through balls, whether it's quick passing, whether it's abusing fake shots and ball rolls, once I actually figure it out, I should be able to go on and win a lot more drafts. But for right now, we are definitely struggling. We've hovering around 300,000 coins for about 15 episodes, and I need to make improvements, or not even improvements, but even like going down would make me happy as well, because at least then I know that the series is going somewhere one way or another. But right now it seems to just be stale on 300,000 or 280 to 300,000, which isn't the best. But anyway guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now guys, I'm out. Peace.